Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Onyx, and I'm your chief show attendant. On behalf of the two hosts and the rest of the crew, welcome aboard Weird Wednesday Flight number 13, non-stop, from your current location to parts unknown. Our flight will be of about 2 hours, and we'll be flying at the speed of sound. At this time, make sure your seat backs and tray tables are in their full upright position, and that your seatbelt is currently fastened. Enjoy the ride.
What's up? How's it going, everybody?
Hey,
Welcome.
dude.
Weird Wednesday. How's it going, Jamie?
It's going pretty
going.
good, actually.
Pretty good.
In the middle of the craziness, I've gotten a little gap of like not too bad.
Yeah.
So what happens when that happens? We ride that wave as long as we can, not knowing how long till we crash.
Yep.
So right now it's pretty good.
Nice.
Counting the small blessings.
Yep. Got to include those. I've had a few of my own this week.
Yeah, and some of your small blessings actually helped contribute to my mood being better.
Ah.
Like, you know, that I was talking about that string being tight in the stomach. It like helped kind of give a little more slack a little bit. And then hearing that was like a little more like slack again. Like,
Yep.
because I really do absorb that.
Yeah, I've had, according to my watch, which is now telling me it's low power, but I've been in sinus rhythm like for a few days now, which is the first time in months that my heart's beat kind of normal. Still slips into AFib a little bit, but
Really?
yeah.
I wonder. Wow. When did it start getting better?
Just like day before yesterday. It's like
Wow.
But anyways, tonight's cigar is a Garo paired with a cup of water. I have a cup of homebrewed iced tea.
I've got a cup of Red Bull with 7-Up and some blueberry lemonade in it.
Oh, I got blurry on my camera.
Mm-hmm.
What's up with that? Stop it, expensive camera that doesn't work that good.
When you asked.
Oh, now it goes back. No, I'm back. I'm back.
If anybody's had a weird day today, Azarianis is definitely weird today. And Adrian said, extra out of the ordinary.
Uh-oh.
So sounds like a lot of people have had some
Yeah.
weird today too. Could it be because Mercury's going to go retro in a couple days?
Hmm.
Yeah. I don't know.
Yeah, I've been like hanging out at the house waiting for FedEx to show up with the package. This is the second one from Starlink that still hasn't shown up. Gets all the way across the country, gets to Jacksonville, which is only like 30 miles away, and then gets lost. So today I got another package that's supposed to be here. It's not showing up, and I have to sign for it and show them a photo ID. And so I'm sitting at the house all day, and it doesn't show up. It's like 7:00. I call them. I've figured out how to get a live person on the phone at FedEx now, and it's like, oh, I'm sorry for your delay. I'm like, dude, just where the hell's my package? Oh, it's on the truck for delivery. I'm like, it's after 7. It's not coming. Oh, there's still a chance. So it goes, and it said on the truck for delivery. Then it never shows up. So now it says pending delivery. Oh, those turds.
I tried to cancel some stuff off of Walmart yesterday. I ordered it. I'm like $247 for 2 boxes of 40 cans wet cat food and 4 20-ounce cans of treats. I used to get that, plus a $13 bag of kibble and 3 Johnny Cat litter bags for $5.95 each. It was about $127 a month for my animal supplies. $246 or $49 for 4 cases of cat food and 4 treats. It was $49 a box. $100 for 2 boxes. I said, no. Then I saw 32 cans was like 29 and 32 plus 32. So, like I was figuring I could get it cheaper by piecing it different and all this. So I want to cancel it. So within 5 minutes, I start canceling it. It's not even processed, nothing like that. I was able to cancel a couple things, but they were keeping 2 on because I guess already processing because they're going to bring it from the store. Said I don't want it. And they said, well, then you have to refuse it from the person. These people just come in their cars now, okay, from Walmart. They send somebody in their car. They've delivered it this way before. They have just the boxes of cat food with the barcode stamped on it, and they stick it on your front porch like that, or in our case, behind the car on the driveway next to the sidewalk the other day. So they come up, you don't get a packing slip, nothing. It's just a box of food with a barcode. Anyways, I happened to be bitching at Walmart on the phone when I got a message saying they're on their way with I'm like, oh, no. So I'm out there waiting for the guy. He comes up and I said, I don't want that. And he's just standing there with a mask, like looking at me. And I said, I don't want it. And he starts to walk up with it. I said, no, I'm refusing that order. And he's like, customer care or something like that. I said, oh, I got customer service. Anyways, so it was a big deal to get him to refuse it. I'm like, so when do I get my money back? 5 to 7 days.
Yep.
I need that money to buy the damn cat food. That was my cat food money. But the thing is, inflation, like why, like I can understand certain things having to go up, like say, because it was shipping, that the shipping price was higher because of gas. All right, I can almost, buy it just because it's an issue. Or if it's a produce or something, they don't have right now, stuff like that. But like, well, why would cat food triple in price almost? Like,
Yeah.
what's making cat food expensive?
Same with my dog food. Like I was telling you, it went from $56 for a big bag to 90. It's like,
Like,
really?
why?
Yeah. I'm like, oh, hell no. Y'all going to eat something different.
I just don't understand.
Yeah. Yeah, the FedEx called me tonight. I got a message on my phone right now, and they said, yeah, we haven't got an update on your package since the second, and basically we don't know where it is. We'll try to get you tomorrow, and you can make an educated decision on what you want to do. Like, what the fuck does that even mean? What I wanted, like, what choice do I have? I guess I got to call Starlink again and say, hey, they screwed it up again. You want to send me a third package out?
Oh my God.
Do me a favor and don't send it FedEx. It's all I can see is freaking Castaway. Like, my package is like washed up on a deserted island somewhere with Wilson.
You know, and the post office is also, like I told you about, my mom and her worked that stamp issue, right? The $240, whatever, for the stamps that the thing that you probably sold. Took it to a building that didn't even exist, said he dropped it off there. It's like, doesn't even exist.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, you know,
Oh, but they're like getting third parties. They're like subcontracting other people to be mailmen is what I was going to say. So it's supposed to be a federal thing, and the mail's supposed to be sacred, but anybody now can just take your mail wherever it is, and the post office here, go deliver this for me.
Yeah. Yeah, Zach, that's basically what this guy called and said was a bunch of rigmarole bullshit. It's like, yeah, no update. Yeah, we basically, we'll try to call you tomorrow. Yeah, you can
COVID.
make a educated decision on what you want to do. Thank you. Bye. I'm just like, what the hell does that even mean? I'm more confused now than I was, 10 minutes ago.
And then they always throw in there because COVID.
Yeah.
Since COVID.
Yeah. Yeah, like somebody said up there, though, it still beats me, waiting over 2 years, going on 3 years now for my stupid Pico piece of shit ghost
I
box.
thought it was 4.
It's going on 3 from Jeremy at Paranologies. One of these days I'll see him. It's a small world, I'm gonna
Very small world.
field goal punt it right in the nuts. Smart ass jerk off. Anyway, that's all I got to say about him.
He might come out to California sometime too,
Yeah, I'll run into him one of these days. Scam artist, piece of shit.
Who is that again?
Jeremy Jones from Paranologies.com. Jeremy Jerkoff, Pinocchio Paranormal. Everything he says is a lie. Anyway.
Maybe you should start feeding your pets to delivery people.
Yeah, really.
Well, we got some Bob's Burgers, like Norman Bates things going on here. Bob's Burgers started out that way. That's why they had the meat grinder downstairs and the mortuary right there. And why at the beginning the companies around them were always changing. Because there was like a dark, sinister side to Bob's Burgers, if you look it up, and the family actually murdered them, put them through the grinders downstairs, and fed the burgers to the people.
Wow.
And then they said it was too dark for like TV, so they let them keep some of the concepts. And now they've changed the beginning over time because you're like, that's just way too just like morbid. I think it might have even been based on some sort of a movie or a true story.
Texas Chainsaw Massacre. Or what was the one where they were making sausage for people?
You're right, Zach. If it's under $999, you know what? They can take anything they want out here without consequences. It doesn't even matter the value. That's how bad it is. There's people out here just putting stuff in their pockets, standing in the store. People are like paying for the stuff. The guy's like, excuse me, he's just stuff in his pockets like nothing. The guy across the counter is just watching him. All right, have a good day. And he walks out with his pockets full of shit. No one's going to do anything about it. On TikTok, the kids are like joking and stuff about how easy it is. Like, talking about ripping everything off. But California, yeah, you can, given your demographic, you can take whatever you want. And ain't a goddamn thing going to happen to you.
Come to Florida and try that.
Exactly.
They will lock your ass up.
But we've got Newsom who's like letting everybody out,
Newsom is a bag of turds.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of people don't like our governor here, But hey, if he says he's going to do something, you can damn sure count on him doing it.
Newsom can eat a bag of dicks.
He'd probably enjoy it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, when they said he was going to run for president, I'm like, oh my God.
The Coney sauce.
Well,
he pureed her.
Gnarly.
Well, Heather says a serial killer did that.
Yeah. There's been some gnarly ones out there.
Yeah. Yeah, but look up Bob's Burgers if it hasn't, been changed on the internet already.
Yeah. Yeah. Speaking of food, I was going to do a special little thing on food. I've been researching it a bit. And, I was in the grocery store the other day, Darcy and me are in the grocery store, and I was like, oh, I got to check this out, and I walked down the cereal aisle, and like every cereal, the first thing I grabbed was Lucky Charms, because there's like some Lucky Charms treats here in the house that somebody else had bought. And I went in there and looked at them. And if you look down on the bottom of all the ingredients, it says something like bioengineered food product.
Holy shit.
And if you go and look, pick just randomly any General Mills cereal, and at the bottom it'll say bioengineered food product. And at the sound of it, it's like, that doesn't, what does that mean?
No, it doesn't sound good at all.
And now they're slowly trying to, you'll find some things that breads and like energy bars and this and that, they're made with cricket flour. And you're like, what is cricket flour? Well, it's exactly like what it sounds like. It's ground up ass crickets into a flour. And
because all the wheat and the grain and all that shit stuck back in Ukraine and all that, we have no more flour and shit.
So they're trying to slip bugs in the food. And
they're trying to get kids to start eating bugs in another country.
Yeah. And I know other countries, people have been eating bugs for years.
Well, these ones didn't. They just wanted the kids to start learning to eat bugs.
Yeah. Oh, hell no. Yeah, exactly. Sweeney Todd.
This is why we have to make our own foods and stuff.
Yeah, and they don't want us doing that. They don't want us growing our own food.
Do you see the difference between one product that's like in the UK or Australia and then us? Say it's Gatorade, okay? Their Gatorade is not our Gatorade. Nope. Like normal food products, I had posted it. There's like 8 different things on it, and what's in ours. Ours has all the corn products. It has all the syrup, all the sugars, all this, like everything bad, all the bad dyes and all that. They have the same exact stuff, but not with all the garbage.
Yeah, I was drinking Gatorade, and I still do until I started slowing down on it because I found this article. Why is Gatorade banned in other countries but not here? What do they have? And it's let's see. Gatorade was, I mean, it was basically made for a recovery drink for, it was made at Florida University, but there's something in it.
Is this part of the food thing that you're doing that you're talking about, or off
No,
track from bringing up
yeah,
Gatorade?
this is what got me started to researching food was Gatorade, because I was drinking it like big time.
I'm glad
And
you're doing that.
Then I came across this article, like it's banned in Europe. An ingredient called brominated vegetable oil, BVO, is an ingredient that's used in the making of Gatorade. As a result, the sports drink was discontinued in Europe. The same ingredient is also banned in Japan, although the U.S. Food and Drug Administration continues to deem Gatorade safe for consumption. Sure, it's safe for consumption, but should you be drinking this BVO,
As I'm drinking a Red Bull, which like cleans all the oil off of your workbench.
Yeah. So I don't know. Yeah, it got me, looking into other food and stuff. And then I saw the article on crickets and other insects. And then I go on YouTube University, of course, and I start looking up stuff. And I found a guy that's talking about, eating insects. We're not like animals and stuff are designed to eat insects. We're not. And they have chitins, I think is what it's called. There's something in these insects.
That's a water thing. Those are the things in the water that have a little shell on them.
Well, it said that, our bodies, our, nutrition system and everything isn't designed to, process those.
Just like dogs and stuff can't process, or raccoons can't process flour or like the bread.
Yeah.
They can eat it. It's just not good for them.
Yeah. And yeah, I mean, you look up, like Royal says, we eat pounds of bugs every year. We just don't know it. Yeah, exactly. I mean, you get oatmeal, you get wheat flour.
And there's rat poop and stuff too. The FDA allows a certain amount of rat poop and all that.
Yeah, there's certain, parts per million or whatever. So many bugs are allowed in food. I mean, you have this huge.
Here it is. I'm sending you something.
Huge container of, wheat or whatever, corn. I mean, it's damn near impossible to keep bugs out of it. But now they're just starting to put bugs in our food as filler because, like you say, they don't want to. They're paying farmers and stuff not to grow food.
Exactly.
So yeah. Yeah, exactly. Those BBOs and Mountain Dew, which was one of my favorite drinks. I quit drinking it. High fructose syrup is in everything.
Look at this that I'm sending. Because on here, like, for instance, everybody knows Heinz tomato ketchup. The American version has tomato concentrate, distilled vinegar, high fructose corn syrup, salt, spice, onion powder. The one in the UK, the ingredients are tomatoes, spirit vinegar, sugar, salt, spice, and herb extracts and spice.
Yeah. We get all this extra crap, you know.
And then like the cereal, the Fruit Loops. Oh my gosh! I just sent you the screenshots to these.
Yeah. Yeah. Mm.
So like my mom and I have just been like looking and all that too. That's like when I made my own croutons. I'm like, and these are hella good too because they don't have all the preservatives and all that stuff.
Yeah.
Everything that makes it stay good in the bag. They're slipping all sorts of stuff past us.
Yeah. Yeah, like, you know, I mentioned before, I have a friend that works in a lab that, you know, they test foods for, you know, parts per million and this and that to make, you know, they approve stuff or disapprove it. And yeah, just generally talking to her, she was like, oh yeah, if you knew what was in peanuts or if you knew what was in coffee, you'd never eat either one of them or drink either one of them again.
And coffee.
Coffee beans, peanuts. Yeah, she said
Why? Like little bugs or poop?
all kinds of stuff. Yeah.
Like in the ground coffee, or if you have coffee beans and grind them yourself?
Yeah, and coffee beans. Or both of them, I'm assuming.
Like worms and shit?
Just all kinds of crap. Yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah. She didn't elaborate on what exactly was in it, but she was like, oh yeah, if you had my job, what your list of foods that you would eat, you would be a very picky eater if you had my job. Like, oh, geez.
I said my food, like I call it clean. I always call it like I have to eat like clean food, like rice and just like cereal. Well, cereal's not even clean anymore, but
Yeah.
I gotta have my Greek yogurt and my berries.
Yeah, here's the first article that just popped up. I just Googled it. One of the headlines, cricket flour is already in hundreds of foods. Cricket flour. And they're, you know, I mean, it's everywhere now. It's you can go to Whole Foods and buy cricket flour. Made from crickets, now in prepackaged foods. Good grief.
Oh, did you want to start or did you want me to start?
Yeah. Yeah, I got one here to go. This one, speaking of insects, speaking of bugs, not eating them, but these bugs tried to kill a guy. Man suffers 20,000 bee stings in horror attack. Yeah, bee stings. You know, like Jamie, you had those, what were they, wasps or hornets?
They were yellow jackets, which are part of the wasp family.
Yeah. And they're stubborn little shits. But yeah, this one, this guy screwed up.
They did swarm me and attacked me about 9 times at once.
Yeah.
But I kind of asked for
it. I've got bee karma on me because we had a big beehive on the side of our house, and when I was growing up, and I used to torment the hell out of them. But I can lay in my room at night and I could hear the wall in my room just going.
Oh my God.
Yeah. The unfortunate man had been trimming tree branches when he inadvertently disturbed a large nest full of bees. Austin Bellamy had been up in a lemon tree trimming branches last Friday when he accidentally cut into a bee's nest. Within seconds, a huge swarm of bees was all over him, stinging him repeatedly. His uncle and grandmother, who were watching from below, could do nothing to assist as they too came under attack from the insects. They're like, every man for themselves. They took off running. I was going to try and climb the ladder to get Austin. But I saw how high up he was. I couldn't get to him because I was surrounded by bees myself, as grandmother said. He was hollering, help me, help me, help me. Nobody could help him. Eventually, a medical helicopter crew was able to get to him and take him to safety. However, he had been stung an estimated 20,000 times and was in a very bad way. To save his life, doctors took the decision to place him into a medically induced coma. To make matters worse, here's the fun part. He had ingested as many as 30 of the bees. So he had bees inside of him. Yeah, they suctioned the bees out of him early until Sunday morning, his mother told reporters. Fortunately, however, Bellamy has since woken up from his coma, and doctors believe that he should go on to make a full recovery. But yeah, man, I've been stung by bees, and I want to eventually get some bees and, become a beekeeper. But 20,000 bee stings, man, that's like hardcore. That would screw you up big time. Especially if they're stinging you on the inside.
Like that guy that had the bee suit. He went up to that murder hornet nest. He's like,
yeah.
They were big mad.
Yeah, where I play disc golf at, there's a hornet's nest in one of the trees over there that's right by the water. And a few people have gotten lit up like big time. And they're stubborn, man. I took a full brand new can of like wasp killer spray over there and just flooded the thing. And they're still there. They know. Bring it on, fat guy. We won't bend to your insecticides.
They changed the formula in that wasp spray because people were huffing it and using it in meth. That's why that shit ain't the same.
Yeah.
Spider-Man's a pussy.
It's not like the old days where you just grab a can of hairspray and a lighter and just
Some a match.
Yeah, I'm surprised. Yeah, Aquanet, man, that was the bomb. I'm surprised I didn't burn it down.
The yellow jacket, Zach, is they bite you with the mouth because they can bite and their stingers don't have barbs. Except one did leave one in me. So they bite and then they go and they keep stinging you as they're like biting with their mouth and just stinging you like 1,000 times.
Damn.
For that visual.
You locked up on me.
Yeah, the Wappa. Oh, and there's Miss Debbie.
What's up, weirdo? Yeah.
First, if it lets me open my shit, because it's not letting me send things to myself anymore. Okay. Wonky house. Haunted by girl who ate her own family and then choked on their flesh.
Gnarly.
Augustine Stewart House was the scene of a horrific event when a young girl was trapped inside it after mistakenly thought to be dead during an outbreak of the bubonic plague. A history alleyway in Norfolk is home to a building that not only looks like it is about to fall down, but has a dark past steeped in macabre tales of cannibalism and plague victims. The Augustine Stewart House in Norwich is found down the appropriately named Tombland Alley and was constructed in the early 16th century. It was initially used as headquarters for the Earl of Warwick's army in 1549 during a revolt in Norfolk. In the summer of 1578, Queen Elizabeth I visited the merchant Tudor house. I think that's something I wanted to see before. That sounds familiar. During a visit to the England's then second city after London. The authorities removed the heads and body parts of executed criminals from city walls in a bid to impress her. I think I'm missing something. However, not long after the monarch's brief tour in 1579, an outbreak of bubonic plague in Norwich caused mayhem and killed nearly 5,000 people. The residents of Augustine Stewart House were overwhelmed by the deadly disease, and the local bailiffs ordered the house to be boarded up temporarily with the deceased bodies of a family inside to help stop the plague's spread. This, it turned out, was a big mistake. Many weeks later, the house was opened up to take out the bodies, and a scene similar to a horror film, if they had existed back then, was presented to the bailiffs. Strange bite marks were found on the adult bodies, much bigger than rats' bites, including chunks of flesh also missing from some of their limbs. Further investigation found that the young daughter had human remains stuffed inside her mouth and her throat.
Gnarly.
Clearly, it now seemed to the shocked men the girl had been alive when she was barricaded inside the house and was forced to resort to cannibalizing her own mother and father. One theory is she eventually starved to death, but the fact that bits of flesh were found in her throat cannot rule out the idea she choked to a lonely and unfortunate death. Since then, she has become known as the Lady in Grey and is thought to haunt the property as well as the outside alleyway. While over the centuries, the timber of Augustine Stewart House became warped and twisted, giving it a misshapen look and adding to its eerie appearance. Subsequent residents believe they have felt or seen her presence, dressed in shabby gray clothes with legs that disappear beneath the legs, beneath the knees. A DJ working at a nearby club on Tombland called Ritzy's, which was popular during the 1980s, said he once saw an unkempt woman exit a toilet cubicle who had no feet and was floating down the corridor. In absolute fear, he told the manager what he had witnessed, but he was warned to just keep it quiet if he wanted to keep his job, as ghosts were bad for business. Today, the building is home to an escape room where visitors can explore the girl's tortured final moments and decide for themselves what really happened there.
Wow. I'm starving. I'm going to have to eat Mom.
And raw. Oh my god. Oh.
Yeah. Tasty.
It's not like, you're cutting off a fillet of the thigh and putting on a barbecue. I mean, I'm not a meat eater anyway, so like.
I ate his liver with some fava beans.
I don't think you would die. I don't even want to pluck my plants after I've been growing them long enough. Like, do you know how long it took me to get that from a seed to get like to where it's got 5 little parsley leaves? Like, I don't want to, like the tomatoes things I can pluck, but I don't want to like ruin my plant. I was like, you're gonna starve to death. Gag me with the femur, she said.
This one. Mystery still surrounds humming noise that was tagged the town for years. Humming noise. They got hummers over there in that town. The home field hum it has left some people suffering from ill health and sleep deprivation. For at least 2 years, the area around Humfield in West Yorkshire, England, has been plagued by relentless, low-pitched humming noise that endures at all times of the day and night. Been unable to sleep forcing them to change their working hours. Others have even resorted to booking stays at hotels to get away from the noise. To make matters worse, back in August, Colderdale Council meeting was told that all reasonable lines of inquiry had been exhausted, suggesting that the cause of the hum may never be found. The area happens to be surrounded by a number of farms, industrial areas, and other facilities, but it's just about impossible to pinpoint exactly which one might be responsible. The investigating officers firmly believe that they are dealing with more than one noise from one source, said Councillor Jenny Lynn. This is, however, some of the light at the end of the tunnel, as Lynn has since hinted that an update on the investigation should be coming within the next few weeks. We're in the process of updating people in the investigation findings to expect to complete this by mid-September, taking into account everyone's availability. Given the lack of progress to date, however, many residents are less than optimistic. So I searched it up a little bit more, and I found one guy on YouTube that says he figured out what the hum is, and to one of them, and he said he thinks that's, you can hear it on his video. You know, he's got a couple different microphones that he uses.
You have to go back.
Low frequency, it's like kind of like this pulsing low sound, but apparently everybody for miles around can hear it.
You have to go back to where you said they figured it out because you locked up and we lost all the audio.
Ah, sweet.
And then I was trying to stop you, but I was muted.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on. You were locking up, and now that I'm locking up, and I don't know what's happening here.
Yeah, our internet's bogged down on this side, and then your issues.
Yeah, it's raining and stuff here, so who knows? I'm on Starlink, so the satellites might not be happy tonight. So hey, if the show ends early, the show ends early. Blame it on Elon. But yeah, basically it's just this low end pulsing hum that everybody can hear for miles around, and it's driving people crazy. But one guy says he figured it out where it's coming from, but it's not proven that that's where it's coming. Constantly subjected to this noise, it would drive you crazy after a while.
It would. Let's see what I got.
So, am I still freezing?
Mm-hmm.
Am I frozen right now? So, like on my camera,
Yeah.
I'm moving around. I'm still frozen on yours, though. Well, what the hell? What the hell? Stop saying that. What the hell? What the hell?
What the hell?
What the hell?
What the hell? The fantastic giant tortoise, believed to be extinct, has been found alive. And I'm not going to read this whole thing. But a tortoise from the Galapagos species that was discovered, long thought to be extinct, has been discovered alive. The tortoise is the first of her kind to be discovered in more than a century and has been given the name Fernanda after her home on Fernandina Island. A single specimen of the that island Galapagos giant tortoise, or fantastic giant tortoise, was discovered in 1906. The chance to ascertain if the species is still alive came with the discovery of a female tortoise on the island in 2019. Stephen from Princeton demonstrated that the two known tortoises are members of the same species and genetically distinct from all other members. For many years, it was thought the original specimen collected in 1906 had been transplanted to the island, the only one of its kind. They studied it for 40 years. Now they think it was alive like a century ago. Even though they can't swim, they get transported from island to island through hurricanes. That's crazy. So they talk about how they get transported through the storms and everything. But yeah, so they talk about how they study them and how they came to the conclusion that something they thought was extinct is still alive. So that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
I think I have that posted on my profile if anybody wants to read the whole story.
Speaking of Jimmy Hoffa, have any of the bodies they found in Lake Mead been identified?
Not yet, but I think that they're going to start that process pretty soon.
Yeah. Yeah, we found 10 bodies. We don't know who they are, but let's see, where the hell am I at? I don't even know.
Much better than genetically modifying animals' DNA to make them come back. I'd rather just find like, oh, you thought it was extinct, but we still have them.
Yeah. So has anybody watched Jack Osborne's new paranormal show?
But I heard a commercial about it the other day that was like interesting.
Yeah, I haven't seen it. I saw it when it first came out, a year or two ago.
Yeah, something about
was him and Katrina or whatever, but
I
don't know who he's doing it with now. But anyways, Jack Osborne, U.S. government's covering up the truth about UFOs. No shit, really? Wow, I didn't know that. Tell us something we don't know, Jack. Okay, let's see what the article says. But yeah, I would say he's correct with that statement. The reality TV star, excuse me, UFO enthusiast spoke out about the topic ahead of this latest show. Osborne, who has a long-held interest in the UFO phenomenon, spoke to interviewers ahead of the release of his latest television outing, Jack Osborne's Night of Terror, UFOs. Haven't seen it yet? Anybody saw it? I don't even know if it's out. Unsurprisingly, he doesn't believe that the U.S. government has revealed everything it knows on the topic and maintains that there have been an ongoing cover-up to conceal the truth from the general public that has only recently started to be lifted following recent developments. I think we're in the middle of a staggered disclosure, he told TMZ. The government knows exactly what it is, and they're just kind of putting it out in dribs and drabs and kind of giving us scraps from the table to not hit us with the hard news right away. Maybe so. I don't think there's people in Congress going, there's 350 million idiots. We know it all and they don't. Although that probably does happen a lot, just on a different subject. I think we have greater understanding of what we are encountering, and I don't think it's all the same thing. On the topic of who might actually be in the know, Osborne believes that U.S. presidents may be only privy to a relatively small amount of information concerning this topic. Again, I would probably agree with that. But if you think about it, you're only the president for maybe 8 years if you're lucky. So I don't think they give them the full keys to the kingdom. Absolutely not. The one that's in office right now doesn't even have the key to his own garage, I'm assuming. And in my mind, the people who are going to know this stuff are the generals and CEOs, contracting companies like Raytheon and aerospace and defense firm. These people are in the position for 20 years, not a president that's going to be gone in 8 years. That's the way I kind of see it. So, yeah, I would agree with most of what he says there. I don't know. You know, there's either UFOs or there's not. There's no in between. They're either real or they're not. And, I think I've seen UFOs. We got people in the chat room right now that have had their own UFO or alien experiences. I don't think we're all crazy, and I don't think the government is going to just say, hey, yeah, you guys are right. They're real.
Exactly.
They'll give us little hints and this and that, and, skirt around the issue as much as they possibly can. But sooner or later, something's going to happen to where it's just blatantly obvious that we're not alone, and not just on personal experience. I'm talking on like a global experience where it's undeniable.
Well, we need it just to come out and slap people in the face type thing. That's what's going to happen.
Yeah. Damn spaceship lands on the White House lawn.
Wait, are my things out of order?
A spaceship could land. A spaceship could land in my backyard, any of our backyards. We could go out there and take a crystal clear picture of it, and we could like talk to them, and have a whole experience with it, and we could come on here and talk about it. And the general public's gonna be like, "That's some fake shit. That's some Photoshop shit right there."
Yeah, they're just scamming.
Yeah. I mean, unfortunately, that's the world we live in right now. Even though most people know that we're not alone, still, when something like that happens, the general public, not saying us here, but just the general public are like, that shit's not real. They're crazy. So it makes you not want to talk to people about your experiences sometimes, because people just write you off as, that guy's a nut job. Yeah.
It's a nut job.
He's a nut job. They just let me out to nervous hospital.
You're one of them nut jobs.
So that's what I say. One of these days, something's going to happen to where it's going to be a global. There's going to be no denying it. There's going to be just hundreds, millions of people going, holy crap.
Don't blame it on Russia.
Yeah, it's Russian collusion. So damn Chinese figured out how to make a hologram and send it over here. It's not real.
Some guys over in China.
Oh my goodness.
So I thought this one was silly. A skunk sprays suspected Washington church burglar before deputies make an arrest. Imagine that car ride. A suspect, and this goes back to my skunks that came up again today, that skunk that tried to get me at the door. A suspected church burglar in Washington state got a smelly send-off after a skunk sprayed him just before his arrest last week, authorities said. The incident happened around 3:10 a.m. Thursday when deputies responded to a reported burglary in progress at the Church of the Nazarene in Deer Park. They said Tuesday. The caller told deputies that a male wearing a mask over his face and holding a flashlight was seen on surveillance live feed walking around inside the church and looking for audio equipment. Deputies arrived at the scene and saw a man, later identified as 28-year-old Grant M. Simonson, walk past an open window and then begin to climb out, the sheriff's office said. Deputies demanded the suspect show his hands and get on the ground. He began to follow the commands when suddenly a skunk came running around the corner, approached Simonson, and released its well-known and malodorous spray before fleeing the area, the sheriff's office said. Simonson was taken into custody without further incident. He got sprayed instead of maced.
Yeah.
After deputies read him his rights, he said, oh, shit. After deputies read him his rights, they said Simonson claimed he was wide awake and bored, so he went for a ride on his bicycle and noticed an open church window. Oh, so that's like what he went and did. Deputies said he claimed to have gone home before returning on foot, removing a screen from the window and entering just because he was curious. Simonson was booked into Spokane County Jail for second-degree burglary. He was released later that day on his own recognizance. As for the skunk, deputies say the animal's whereabouts are unknown. The skunk is a wild animal and not affiliated with law enforcement or the church, the sheriff's office advised. I guess some people might be like, say the skunk.
It's a skunk of God.
I think it's funny because that one out here, like, I was like walking up and I turned around and he just runs up at me with his tail sideways. I'm like, ah, skunk! His tail's coming at me. I'm like, don't you dare! Because I didn't want to sleep outside. And he's like shaking his little tail at me. And I'm like making him go, trying to get in the house. Well, same little mother. I'm at the park and I'm like, is that someone's cat? Because the fireworks making animals run. I'm like, damn it, someone's cat, get out. Because I can't see at night. So I'm starting to go. I'm like, that cat kind of walks funny. I get a little closer and I'm like, oh shit, I think that's a skunk. It turns around and looks at me, made eye contact with me and flipped his little tail up, comes running at me with that tail. I'm like, don't you dare. So I thought that was hilarious. I guess I'm a little obsessed with skunks a bit because I also carry my pepper spray like this. Tell my mom it's like a skunk wrist. I do things in motions. 1, 1, 2, 3. So someone comes up, I flip. 1, 2, 3. Comes out of my sleeve. That's my skunk wrist.
There you go.
I think it's funny how they do that. Spray a foul odor out of their ass.
That's a weaponized animal for sure.
Yeah, it is.
That's a smell that you don't often forget.
My dog got sprayed before, and everybody that says anything about tomato juice, all that,
Yeah.
it just it helps a tad, but that shit just needs time.
Yep, that's what kills it is time. Well, we got this girl. Go from skunks to mermaids. You got the girl that was selling farts in a jar.
Boob sweat.
Sweat, and you got bath water. No, this girl has a different approach. She has an OnlyFans page where she's a mermaid and people dig her mermaid. She's making 7,000 euros a month performing as a professional mermaid on OnlyFans. And hey, hell, if I looked like her, I'd probably be a mermaid on OnlyFans too. Like many little girls, Emily Alexandra Guglielmo used to dream about being a mermaid. Now, age 32, she has made her dreams come true, earning between 7,000 and 8,000 euros a month by dressing up as a real-life version of Disney's Ariel. Emily, who lives in Florida, gets her hired for children's parties as well as 5-star events and spends her days in swimming pools, posting videos and photos to her army of followers on Instagram and TikTok. However, the model admits there's a sexier side to her profession too. As she revealed, she gets contacted by OnlyFans of men who ask her to pose topless in her tail for them. being a mermaid is extremely special, as I get to make dreams come true for little ones. She said they truly believe I'm a real mermaid, just like they believe in Santa Claus. I feel I've always been a mermaid ever since I was a little girl. Hell, if I was making $8,000 a month being a mermaid, I'd think I was a mermaid too. But she decided to get a mermaid tail when she was 22 for photo shoots. I paid $3,400 for it. I didn't realize how much of an attraction it would be, and people started coming up to me asking to hire me for their events and parties. I actually know a girl here that dresses up as a mermaid and does this. It's not this
I've known a girl that does it for like the aquarium. Like she goes under the water and like does like the whole mermaid
Yep.
thing.
The tail takes me at least 15 minutes to put on or take off, and I need to use lube to make it slippery enough. Well, don't we all? Turning her childhood dream into a career, Emily gets booked for swimming pool parties, underwater displays, and all kinds of events across the USA under the name of the American Mermaid, although she sometimes gets trolled online while men have asked her for illicit photos on her OnlyFans account. She says she doesn't mind and shares some fun snaps. Emily is in a relationship with her boyfriend, and she says he supports her career as a mermaid and helps out behind the scenes. He also finds it sexy when men get in touch with her, asking her to pose for saucy snaps and videos.
He's just counting the money.
Yeah. She says, my boyfriend is my mer handler. He helps out behind the scenes and is very supportive of my mermaid career. So, yeah, she gets some men that ask for personalized videos of her wearing just her tail, and her boyfriend doesn't mind. He likes it as long as I'm getting paid. Oh, Little Mermaid. Can't really say we blame her.
That's the most innocent thing.
Yeah.
For
Here's
OnlyFans.
She dresses up like that for her swimming parties and stuff, and then she has these kind of pictures. A little more risque mermaid action. So, hey, there's a kinker.
That is a nice tail. Like,
yeah,
they have some cheap looking ones, and then they have some pretty, they're heavy, but some pretty realistic looking ones.
Yep. So, yeah, I need to find my niche. I did a video that I posted on Amazon of a review, and freaking Amazon turned it down. I've posted a bunch of reviews on Amazon, and I've never been turned down on a review on a product on Amazon. They said I broke their guidelines.
What happened?
Didn't tell me what guidelines I broke. I'm like, yeah, how about tell me what I did wrong? Oh, you broke the guidelines, community guidelines.
What was it a review for?
That freaking knife that I just posted on my YouTube page that I bought off Amazon. It's a chef's knife. Got turned
weird. Because it's a knife?
Beats me. I don't know. Because they said it was sharp, and if you don't be careful, you can cut yourself. Maybe, I don't know. They didn't tell me. $8,000 worth of tail. Exactly. It reminds me of that movie. What was that movie with Daryl Hannah in it? Mermaid? Is that what it was called?
Yeah.
Yeah. I kind of. Yeah, that would have been cool.
A Southwest pilot threatened to turn the plane around and go home if passengers didn't stop airdropping nudes. That's it. If you don't stop, I'm going to turn around and take you home.
Unless you send them to me first.
A Southwest Airlines pilot piloting a plane to Cabo San Lucas, Mexico, threatened to turn the plane around and involve security if a passenger didn't stop sending unsolicited airdrop nudes. On August 25th, TikTok chronicling the incident was uploaded by this person and has since been viewed more than 2 million times. So here's the deal, the pilot said over the intercom. If this continues while we're on the ground, I'm going to have to pull back to the gate. Everybody's going to have to get off. We're going to have to get security involved, and your vacation is going to be ruined. Whatever that airdrop thing is, quit sending naked pictures. Let's get yourself to Cabo, he continued. The incident reportedly happened before the plane was airborne when a passenger received the explicit image and complained to a flight attendant. The person who told Insider the message she thought the pilot handled the situation perfectly, and she also received an airdrop request but denied it. In a statement provided to Insider, Southwest Airlines said the safety, security, and well-being of customers and employees was its highest priority at all times. When made aware of a potential problem, our employees addressed the issue to support the comfort of those traveling with us. Cyber flashing. Remember Jason brought that up a while back when I was getting that crap in the DMs, and he's like, well, that's just like flash, the new way for flashers to flash people now, because you get so many people at once. It's like a loophole. Yep. They don't have to go around with the code. Cyber flashing, the practice of sending unsolicited and explicit photos to nearby strangers, is not a new problem. In 2017, Pew Research Center report. You want to pew later? 53% of women ages 18 to 29 reported having been sent unsolicited obscene images, compared to 37% of men within the same age range, and usually don't complain. A 2021 report found that 33% of women under 35 reported having been sexually harassed online in general, 3 times more often than men within the same age range. Cyber flashing is already considered a misdemeanor in Texas after legislators teamed up with dating app Bumble 2019 to criminalize it. California, a new bill sent to Governor Gavin Newsom on August 22nd would give unsuspecting recipients the ability to sue the senders if they're over 18. Just as individuals suffer sexual harassment and abuse in their physical, non-digital lives, there's a growing instance of individuals being harassed by receiving unsolicited sexually explicit images and videos, including from people they do not know. So yes, and then we have a clip of the pilot saying it.
Where is it at? Here we go. Man, so many steps to get there.
So here's the deal. This continues while we're on the ground. I'm going to have to pull back to the gate. Everybody's going to have to get off. We're going to have to get security involved. And it's vacation that's going to be ruined. So you folks, whatever that airdrop thing is, quit sending naked pictures. Let's get yourself to Cabo.
Oh, whatever that airdrop is, let's just get yourself to Cabo, and then you can run around naked all you want. I'd be on the plane being like, hey, if you want to send me titty shots, that's cool with me. I'm good. I won't complain.
I just wouldn't. I would just block and like just not accept anything. Like I'm not going to throw a temper tantrum about it.
Yeah, you don't. You know, you can accept it or you can deny it. I mean,
yeah,
cut and dry.
If he wants to be a dipshit, whatever. I don't have to look at it. But some people just get all mad about stuff, and there's stuff I know I should get mad at that I don't. But
So this was I found this one, and let's see here. It's not involving naked pictures, but it is involving pictures of what the heck is it? Bright object flying through the southwest Florida sky. What in the sky? What in the tarnation? So, come on, where's it?
You should show your picture again on here after.
Yeah, this is kind of like looked like what I saw.
That's what it just made me think about.
Where's it at? Florida, man. A viewer saw a strange object flying through the sky and sent us a video. We tried to get down to the bottom of it. It looks like a Ferris wheel in the sky. Actually, kind of, sort of does. When you look at it up close. Savannah Howard said as she watched the video for the first time, it kind of looks like a light. It kind of looks like a light, kind of what it looks like. Good Lord, man. Speak English. It's weird. This is the reaction from some others. God, who wrote this thing, man? Ray Charles or somebody? This is a reaction from some others seeing the strange object caught on the camera. A viewer sent this in. They took the video on August 23rd. They were not sure exactly what they were seeing. I'd probably film it too and show it to my friends, said another resident. Although many were left wondering if what they saw was a UFO flying through the night sky. I'm having to mentally edit this as I read it. There could be a simple explanation. A white light, and you can see a lot of circles around the light looking like a halo, said retired USAF Lieutenant Colonel Kevin Russo. Russo's had 40 years of experience seeing some weird and unexplainable things that fly around him. But that's not the case here. I think that might have been a helicopter with a searchlight. Okay. I've seen helicopters
with the tail lights and all that.
Yeah, I've seen helicopters with a searchlight. They don't look nothing like this. It was cloudy, hazy that night, and it could have been raining. Whenever you look at lights through those kind of conditions, it creates a halo effect. Although Russo does think UFOs are out there. I was in the military for 27 years, and during that time period, I remember we did see a couple items that nobody could really explain, and the radar couldn't track or talk about it. And we couldn't talk about it, Russo said. He encourages you to keep an eye out for the unexplainable. You never know when you might catch it. Sorry to burst the bubbles of those who thought it was a UFO. Maybe next time, he said. I still don't think it's a helicopter with a searchlight. But what do I know? I don't know. Yeah, we were coming home the other night, and I pulled over because we saw these strange lights in the sky. I showed it on Jason's show the other night. And I'm thinking those are Chinese lanterns, but I don't know for sure. And there was a few of them. And let's see if the video will play. It's a short one. Come on, where the hell is it? Why is it not working? Okay, here it is. Jeez. Here's one of them anyways. Good Lord, can it get any weirder?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, why do I even ask? My computer is just like being a Riri. Maybe it's me being a Riri.
Operator error.
Operator, the nut behind the handle. Yeah, there's music in there, so I better not play that or we'll get flagged. Yeah, there's some lightning going on. And this the other video I had was a little better. But yeah, it was this weird orange light. Like if you zoom in on it, it looks a lot like what they're showing in this other picture, you know. So I don't know. I've seen these kind of lights before, and that flashing is actual lightning and stuff happening, but who knows? You know, could have been a Chinese lantern, could have been, it wasn't a drone, it wasn't anything like that. It could have been a UFO. I don't know. It was a UFO to me because I couldn't identify what the hell it was, and it was flying, so it was an unidentified flying object.
Definitely.
But yeah, zoomed in, it looks almost identical to this, and it wasn't no damn helicopter with a searchlight. I can guarantee you that. Made no noise whatsoever.
It's a trip. And didn't somebody else report seeing one similar to that, like in Florida, that there was like a report of, like around the same time?
Yeah, I mean, this one was about the same time, and there was been a couple of them.
Was that one of the articles Jason read?
May have been.
Like another UFO out there?
Yeah.
Okay, let's see. What do I have in my bag of tricks? Ah, yes, the vampire grave. It's kind of cute. Kind of cute. If it'll load. Because I'm having one of those days. Maybe the article will load. We know how this goes. Archaeologists from this university have found a grave from the 18th century containing a female vampire buried with a sickle over the neck to prevent her ascension to vampirism. The concept of a blood-sucking spirit or demon consuming human flesh has been told in the mythology and folktales of almost every civilization throughout the centuries. One of the earliest vampiric depictions stems from these texts from the Babylonians, Sumerians, Akkadians, Assyrians, where they referred to demonic figures such as Lilu and Liltu. I can't say it. During the late 17th and 18th century, the folklore for vampires, as we imagine, became rampant in verbal traditions and lore in many European ethnic groups. They were described as the renegades of evil beings, suicide victims, witches, corpses possessed by a malevolent spirit, or the victim of a vampiric attack. During the 18th century, vampire sightings across Eastern Europe have reached its peak, with frequent exhumations and the practice of staking to kill potential revenants. This period was commonly referred to as the 18th century vampire controversy. Archaeologists found the burial near a city in Poland, northern Poland. An anthropological study revealed that she had protruding front teeth, suggesting her appearance may have led superstitious locals in the 17th century to brand her a witch or vampire. In fear of her ascension, a sickle was placed around her neck, while a padlock was tied to the toe on the left foot. Referring to the sickle, Professor so-and-so from that university explained that the position would have decapitated the individual should they try to rise from the grave. Despite the morbid nature of the grave, the woman was buried with a silk cap on her head, which was a luxury commodity in the 17th century, suggesting that the deceased held a high social status. Previous burials have been found in Poland showing anti-vampiric customs such as several skeletons with severed heads unearthed, or a burial in another spot which had a brick forced in the mouth. However, this is the first example in Poland where a sickle has been positioned to prevent ascension to vampirism. So, yes.
Yeah, there's all kind of old graves that have stuff like that. And, you see some these days that have like wrought iron, like a cage over the.
For zombies.
Yeah.
Even the iron around the gates means something.
Yep.
And then they put like that gnarly cage over it. So if they were zombies and rose from the dead, they wouldn't get too far. Makes you wonder, though, what made people first, even start thinking to do that.
Yeah.
In the picture, though, it looked like it had wings. I don't know why. Like, I thought on the article it looked like she had wings. But my stuff won't even show me the thumbnail now. Oh, no, that was just the way it was laying.
Well, this one is an old grave that they found. Not really a grave. They just found this old thing in the dirt. It's a lot bigger than the vampire with the sickle on its neck, though. It's this giant creature. You can see the guy laying there.
Oh, damn.
How big it is. And I'm trying to catch up on the comments here. Great. Googly moogly. All right, here we go. A 33 foot long fossil of an ichthyosaur, the largest largest UK example of a predator that roamed the seas at the time of the dinosaurs, has been uncovered at an English nature reserve. This dragon is the biggest, most complete fossil of its kind found in the UK ever. It's also thought to be the first ichthyosaur of its specific species, Temdontosaurus found in the country. When lifted for conservation and study, the block containing the 6-foot skull, damn, that's a big noggin. The 6-foot noggin skull and surrounding clay alone weighed over a ton. That's a big head. That's a lot of head. In February 2021, Joe Davis, conservation team leader of the Leicestershire and Rutland Wildlife Trust, discovered this dragon during the routine draining of a lagoon island for re-landscaping. Bet that halted the plans. Mr. Davis said the find has been fascinating and a real career highlight. It's great to learn so much from the discovery of this dragon and to think that this living fossil swam in the seas above us. Now, once again, Rutland Water has a haven for wetland wildlife, a bet on a smaller scale. Dr. Dean Lomax, a paleontologist at the University of Manchester, has studied thousands of ichthyosaurs and heads the investigation team. He said, "It was an honor to lead this excavation. Britain is the birthplace of the ichthyosaurs. Their fossils have been unearthed here for over 200 years. It's truly unprecedented discovery on this one, and one of the greatest finds in British paleontology history." The curator of dinosaurs at London's Natural History Museum said in a written statement, "This fossil is currently being studied and conserved at an undisclosed location in Shropshire, but it's expected to be returned to Rutland for a permanent display." Man, there's some tongue-twisting words in that article. But yeah, this thing's pretty ginormous. I think there's another picture of it here. Yeah, here's a little different look of it. It's weird how they, pull out the layers to dig these things out, but yeah, it was a big mammy jammer. $33 foot. How's that for Loch Ness Monster? Have that thing come swimming up next to you in the lake.
Don't believe that's a whale penis.
Yeah.
Okay, so this one's a little bizarre.
Bizarre.
And of course, it's all blank. So I don't know where even my article is for it. I'll try to go up the article. Oh, that one's the last one. I can do it now, though, since you have it up.
Oh, shit. Did I skip one?
That's cool, because this just has one sentence, and then we play the video.
Okay.
So an earthquake rocks, I don't know how to pronounce that place. The Parliament. Huh?
You missed it. I said it perfectly that time. No, Liechtenstein. I don't know.
Liechtenstein Parliament during an earthquake debate. So they're having an earthquake debate over earthquake insurance. So this is the moment an earthquake rocked the Parliament during a debate on earthquake insurance. 2 tremors caught on camera led to the session being adjourned.
Hey, what better time for an earthquake?
And you'll see them because normally out here, the first earthquake, the actual earthquake is usually pretty small. It's the aftershocks that start getting kind of big. I think I sent you the video.
For some reason, let's see if this is it.
I was having problems.
Yeah, that one won't play for some reason. Awesome. Let me try one other thing here.
Can you play it off the article?
That's what I was going to try and do.
Whatever I send to myself on Messenger now gives me a red explanation saying message failed to send. So
Yeah.
I can't. So it acts like it's not really there.
I've been getting all kinds of weird stuff going on like that with mine too.
But when I send to you or anybody else, it's just fine. But when I put it in my own folder, probably, I don't know, I save a lot of things in there on a whole lot of subjects. So maybe they.
Well, I'll try to take it out of the messenger and see what happens. Oh, come on. Quit being so difficult on me.
Liechtenstein ein starkes Erdbeben ereignet, dann ist die Chance doch von der Solidarität.
Pause for a minute. Good gravy. All right, we'll try it this way, see if it'll work.
It will.
It will? Okay. Oh, geez. Where did it go? It's up here. Why won't it play? There, hit play.
Das Problem ist nur, wenn sich in Liechtenstein ein starkes Erdbeben ereignet, dann ist die Chance doch sehr hoch, dass sämtliche Einwohnerinnen und Einwohner betroffen sind.
Ich glaube, das war
Und es
gerade der
rumpelt im
praktische
Saal.
Fall.
Viele diversifizierte Einzahler und da reicht die Fläche Liechtensteins definitiv nicht aus. Im Weiteren stellt sich für mich in diesem Zusammenhang dann auch die Frage,
Jetzt geht's langsam. Das wird langsam heftig. Ich glaube, man weiß ja nie wegen Nachbeben. Wir machen mal eine Viertelstunde Pause.
eine Versicherung lebt von der Solidarität. Das Problem ist nur, wenn sich in Liechtenstein ein starkes Erdbeben ereignet, dann ist die Chance doch sehr hoch,
It's looking back.
Einwohnerinnen und Einwohner.
So yeah, they get an earthquake. While they're talking about insurance for earthquakes.
Think that earthquake was a paid actor.
Yeah, exactly. He's looking around like somebody set this up.
Yeah, like, what the hell? What the hell?
What the hell? What the hell? All right, here's the other one that you have.
Are you out?
Yep.
Okay. So let me see if I can get the article to open. So, a time traveler from 2906 claims zombie pig will escape lab and spread virus this year. One TikTok user posted a video warning against an onslaught of undead pigs and aliens. But the good news is that people could also receive superhuman powers from the sun. I did find the TikTok video. An apparent time traveler from the future has warned humanity over a handful of extreme events that are set to occur over the next coming months. TikTok user Time Voyaging claims to be from the year 2906 and posted a video on their page with 5 bizarre happenings and the exact dates they are to happen. These include a zombie pig escaping a laboratory and infecting many other pigs, aliens visiting Earth, and another world being found hidden within our own. The world has little time to prepare, though, as at the time of writing, the first incident is due to happen in October, with the last one in January next year. The TikTok user, allegedly from nearly 900 years in the future, has more than 76,000 followers and regularly posts videos warning others of apocalyptic events to come. The latest 30-second video has already amassed more than 2,400 likes and 240 comments. Time Voyaging's stark message and full read. God, this is why I hate opening the app. October 8, 2022. Attention, yes, I'm a real-time traveler from the year 2906. Remember these 5 dates to come. Come on, let's fire up. The latest 30, oh shit. October 8th, a zombie pig escapes a lab, which leads to 60% of all pigs getting infected. I don't understand how that. November 1st, 2022, classified files are released about aliens that have landed on Earth. November 14th, 2022, 10 humans receive powers from the sun, including telekinesis, strength, and others. December 10th, 2022, President Biden will be removed from office due to health issues. January 13th, 2023, Azawa. Go ahead.
I say that's my birthday.
I was wondering why that seemed familiar. Azawa will be discovered, which is another world inside of Earth. Users were split between the accuracy of the events, with some terrified by them and others believing that the most were too crazy to really happen. One user posted, "The Biden one is the only one that sounds realistic, LOL," while another wrote, "December 10, let me put that down on my calendar." That was superpowers, I think. Some were more skeptical about the time travelers in general. If you look up all the time travelers on here, because there's a lot of them that made their way to TikTok, they've all been saying the same thing for years, but nothing came true. Others seem to be worried about the creepy animal claim. "Oh no, not zombie pigs." Another user was keen to know more about an upcoming major sporting event by asking, "Who wins the World Cup 2022? A separate so-called time traveler from the year 2743 claimed that England will win this year's Men's Football World Cup in Qatar, which starts later than normal in November due to the country's extreme summer heat. So remember them dates, people. But here's this video.
I could see him coming true, some of them. I was hoping there'd be a little bit better one for January 13th, other than finding a world inside our world. But hey, if that was to happen, then I guess would be pretty cool.
Yeah.
Would explain where that humming noise is coming from.
Yeah, and all the weird explosions and stuff that people hear.
Things going awry in the middle world, Middle Earth.
In mid-Earth. Central Earth.
Well, people were asking for dragon cards last week, and I rearranged.
Oh, yes.
I got some dragon cards.
Did you do?
I got some star dragons. Woohoo!
Woo-hoo-hoo! That's supposed to be Tigger or something.
Whether I'll be able to read them is another story.
All right, thumbs up in chat if you would like a dragon card. Just give me a thumbs up or a yes.
Got to put on my spectacles to read any damn thing. He's good Lord, man. I'm working on a chain today and repairing some jewelry. I got a set of earrings I got to do, and I got a chain that I got to fix, sterling silver chain. And I'm like, okay, yeah. And so I knew right away that, you know, I got to put on my magnifiers to see it because it's a tiny chain. So I put on the 4X magnifiers, pull the chain out, and I'm like, nope, got to pull the 8X out. Man, getting old sucks. Getting blind sucks. It's hard to see anything these days. It's funny, I go out there and I'm playing disc golf, and when I'm on the tee box, you know, and the holes, the basket's like 400 feet away. I'm like, where's the basket at? And they're like, it's right straight ahead, right down there. And I'm like, I can't see it. No, don't worry, I'll see it after my second throw or so. I'll find it sooner or later.
Good night, Zach.
Cool.
I've got Azuriana first.
Ziriana, let's see. What card is it? It is Transformation. Defining yourself. Let's see what the old guidebook says on this one. The transformation card. Definitio Testiano. It's got it in other languages too, which I'm probably not going to read those because, yeah. Actually, let's see. Let me find it in the English side of the book. And it'll probably go a little smoother for me anyways. Transformation, defining yourself. Wisdom of the Herald. Who are you? Who do you choose to be? Take a moment to decide and define who you are and what you would like to be. For neither are set in stone, but continuously grow as you define and refine your presence. Wisdom of the Dragon. You are a shapeshifter. You transform. Now they see you, now they don't. Embrace growth and change. These are the essence of your being. Defy every label and categorization. Let the world see all your colors and shades. Find your rhythm and enhance your frequency. The Star Dragon Invocation. Switch things up and try something new. Be fearless and powerful. When embarking on a journey of self-transformation, the time has come to redefine and refine you. Be bold. So there you go. That is the Transformation Dragon card. And again, that looks blurry. What the hell, camera? Come on. Straighten up. I'm not going to do it.
Not gonna do it.
Wouldn't be prudent. Not going to do it. Damn it, camera. Come on, man. Oh, now you're going to go clear on me. Who's next?
We've got Royal.
Royal. Let me cut the deck here and
Oh, and Azuriana would like a photo.
all right. It is the space card. Yeah, this book comes in English, Italiano, Espanol, Portuguese, and something I don't even know how to pronounce. It looks like Russian or something. All right, I found it here. Space card. Move and travel boldly and freely as you work your way through the area and dance and spin, spreading your wings. Shine and thrive as you explore great spaces available to you on this planet and beyond. Wisdom of the Dragons. Allow your body to move through the world because I am your playground. I am the space that you may move through, whether through physical exertion, activity, exploration, travel, or more. Move your body and explore. The Star Dragon Invocation. The General of Space invites you on a journey through travel or physical exertion. Think about the ways in which you can move through space. Enjoy and reveal in this vast playground of motion and movement. Think about travel or new experience. The world is yours. That's a pretty weird card for Royal, since he has had some sort of alien experiences, talking about traveling through in space and all that. So I don't know. Be on the lookout, Royal. Some words to think about there.
Yeah. And we've got Miss Janice. Oh, and Azariana also wanted to know what deck it was.
This is the Star Dragons Oracle card deck by Paolo Barbary. Cover looks like that. Hey, it's actually in focus for a moment. All right, whose card is this?
Miss Janice.
Janice.
What's the cover again? Right on.
Star Dragons. And the card for Janice is upside down. It is enlightenment, moving forward. So it says the constellation is Canis Minor. Star is Procyon Alpha Canis Minoris. Wisdom of the Herald. It only takes one step. The journey of 1,000 miles begins with a single step, then another, then another, then another. Begin that slow, steady process to your highest goal. Allow light to guide you on a dark path. Look within, gather your strength, and push forward. Take action. Being along your path. Begin along your path, sorry. There's no turning back. Move forward. Wisdom of the Dragon is your journey as a human is all part of a larger goal of returning to the light. Seek enlightenment, and there you will be. Follow the light and realize it's about the goal. It isn't about the goal, it's the journey. Find your light and follow it through the darkness. It's your destiny to partake on this epic journey. Have faith. The Star Dragon Invitation. Meditate on the ways that you could choose to move forward from greater benefit of yourself and all beings as you partake your own personal journey toward the light in your life. Seek even greater light as you progress forward. With each step, gain wisdom and understanding. Find your light and follow it home until you realize with every step you are already there.
And then we've got Mr. Wolfie.
Hope you feel better, Wolfie. That COVID ain't no joke.
Oh, he has a... Oh.
Ain't no joke, man.
Sending healing vibes to you. I'll put
Watch
you
your
on
heart.
my candle.
Screwed mine all up. So hopefully we pull out a good dragon
Healing
card.
card.
Some wisdom for you. Here it is. It is the time card. Constellation is Delphinus, or Dolphin. The star is Rotanev Beta Delphini. Wisdom of the Herald. It's all about timing. Be patient. Wait for it. Know the right pace and strike while the iron is hot. Pay attention to time as it moves and shifts and ebbs and flows. When the tide is high, set sail on a mighty adventure. Watch the rhythms before you proceed. Wisdom of the dragon. I am always pervasive, always moving, always flowing, and unceasing. Master an understanding of my workings and grow rich in patience with impeccable timing. I may come late, but I am always right on time. There is a time and a place for everything. The Star Dragon Invocation. The General of Time invites you to think about the timing, the pacing, the greater cycles, and the right moment for action. It's all about time. Listen to the clock tick. Be patient and wait for just the right moment to strike. So, yeah, I don't know. I don't know how to interpret that. If you got to...
I believe in divine timing, and divine timing is things happen when it's ready without being forced.
Could be a decision about something. It could be, could be several things. But, yeah, when the iron's hot.
And then we got Miss Margie.
It is the dominance card, believing in yourself. Got this fiery looking. Oh, now we go to blurry again. Come on. Turd knocker. It's got this fiery looking dragon with a girl sitting there. My camera's being a jerk. Dominus, believing in yourself. Constellation, Andromeda. The star is Alpha Andromede. Probably didn't say that last word right. Wisdom of the Herald. Shed all self-doubt as you sit perched upon a throne of strength and know your place. With a sly smirk. That's exactly what's on the card with this girl sitting there next to this big fiery dragon. You have things covered, and you are the captain of your own ship. The wisdom of the dragon. In any given moment, fire can rain down from your powerful jaws as you let the world hear your roar. Seize and lay siege to entire kingdoms with a single swipe of your claws. Dominate every given situation. You are a mighty and powerful dragon. Now roar. The invocation. Never slouch, never doubt. Puff out your chest and raise your posture up higher and higher. You can do this. You must believe in yourself and exert that power outward. Find your inner strength and never back down. It's
That's
a mighty powerful card.
Here, yeah, to do the dinosaur roar.
Yeah.
And last but not least, we have
Dragon, take no shit.
we have Miss Debbie. I have something in my eye. Oh, it's a stone. A rhinestone.
What is going on?
Do you have a little flashlight with you?
On this camera. Yep. Stupid camera. Glad I got the expensive one so it doesn't work right.
Yeah. Stupid.
About ready to pull out my $30 camera and hook it back up. All right. This one is understanding, looking at both sides. It's got a dragon, big, huge dragon atop a big, giant skull with a, like a winged creature, man. Sitting down here in the bottom.
Wow. That looks like some vibes right there.
Understanding, looking at both sides. Constellation is Pisces Astrinus, southern fish. The star is, oh boy, Fulmahat, Alpha Pisces Astrani. Wisdom of the Herald. There are many aspects to a situation. Observe wisely from a distance. Really analyze all facets. Take your time and truly process the gravity of a situation. What's worse, the volcano or the dragon? Can you take them both on? Will you choose your battles? Or perhaps it's rather an opportunity for a powerful alliance. Consider all angles and all sides. Contemplate. Knowledge, the wisdom of the dragon. Knowledge is power, and you will find success in truly understanding a situation. Once you have a level of understanding, knowledge, and sensibility, you can stand in power and come into your own. Knowledge is the key to a million doors. They say knowing is half the battle. True assessment and understanding are vital to a situation. The Star Dragon invocation. Take time to reflect and assess a complex situation. Ease back and truly process all angles. Then, armed with knowledge, wisdom, and understanding you have garnered, move forward and take action for success and victory. Arm yourself with a sharp mind before proceeding. So again, another one of those, maybe a decision, maybe this or that coming up, something to think about.
Yeah.
Don't make a hasty decision. Cool. Was that it?
Think so. I don't see anybody else on there.
I'm going to pull myself a card and see what it says.
Oh yeah, you can pull me a card too, Grandma.
All right. I will pull you one right now. It is the effort conquering your demons card. Wisdom of the Herald. They thought they had you cornered. They were wrong. They said you had it coming. They were also wrong about that. Each one of your adversaries fell by your own hand as you rose up and wielded a mighty sword. Go forth into battle and lay waste to those who would keep you from your purpose. Demons be damned. Take action. Right all wrongs and find your power. Wisdom of the Dragons. When the going gets tough, shoot a fireball and watch it all burn. Hell yeah. It's time to work hard and play harder. All the energy you invest in your endeavors will be returned to you. Get going. Make the effort. You'll be victorious. Power up. The Star Dragon invocation. Get moving. If you want something, if you want to break free, now is the time to start your climb as you defeat all opponents and overcome obstacles. Stay focused and keep working hard, putting in that right effort. That was a pretty cool card.
And that's kind of the vibe I've been having lately too. So I'd say pretty right on.
Yeah.
Take that fireball.
Pull myself one here. Oh boy. Destruction. Releasing your anger.
Oh.
Flip that switch. Let's see what this has to say. Destruction. Releasing your anger. Constellation is Orion, and the star is Rigel Beta Uranus. Wisdom of the Herald. Descend upon and smite your enemies with a vengeance and furious anger. Kind of goes along with your card.
It kind of does.
Let it out. It's been bottling up inside you. Yeah, no shit.
And you,
It's been bottling up inside you, and the time has come. Unleash your beast and leave the town smoldering if necessary.
shit. Luckily,
You've
some
been-
stuff happened, so you didn't smolder the town.
Yeah, that's true. You've been holding it in for a while. This is so spot on. Holy crap. Cards are trippy. Find a constructive or a destructive outlet, preferably the latter. Wisdom of the dragon. Burn it up. Harness your inner goddess Kali and destroy, smash, tear things apart. Oh my goodness.
We need to go to a smash room, Rob.
Yeah, we do. With reckless abandon and wanton disregard. The time has come to annihilate the old world to make room for your new. Destruction is a part of creation. Let it burn. The invocation, release your anger to destroy what no longer serves you in life. Tear down the old so that you may be renewed and restored. Smash things into pieces. Break it down to build it back up. Let it out. Wow.
We don't need no water. Let that motherfucker burn.
Exactly.
I think those were quite fitting cards, and I think we need to go play ball.
Yeah. Had it bottled up. No kidding.
Mm-hmm. That's an understatement.
Been under a wee bit of stress lately.
Just a dad.
Exactly. Well, cool. I guess we'll end her on that note. It is now Thursday, September 8th. My FedEx packages are, again, another day late. Another $1 short. It's 2:04 a.m. my time. So we're going to say goodnight, and we'll see you on Paranormal Soup this Sunday. I don't know who the guest is. Do you? No, me neither.
Negative.
Anyways, we'll be there. I'll be there to do the old World Wide Web of Weird. And then depends on how long I hang out. I've been kind of getting naughty Nottington here lately when it gets real late. So I don't want to be sitting there not talking and go. Because I know y'all make fun of me. And I don't blame you for doing it.
When Jason puts the big screen on you, I go, take it off, Rob. He's sleeping. And Jason puts you fool in the middle. I'm trying to page you and everything. Like, Rob, page you.
Yeah.
Yeah,
whenever he does those,
so bad.
Whenever he
I was
does
like
those,
nodding.
has those people on that do the meditation.
Oh God.
I'm out.
And it's always after you've been sick for how long and you're running on empty and you're like staying up just to do worldwide and all that.
Yeah. Anyways, that's it. That's my story. I'm sticking to it. We'll catch y'all later. Thanks for hanging out with us as usual on Weird Wednesday, which is now Thursday for my time. Some of y'all got a little
Wednesday for me.
but we'll catch you later next time. Bye-bye.